President Joe Biden's top diplomat visits Ukraine to show continued American support. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's unannounced trip comes as a dozen are killed or wounded in a horrific attack on a Ukrainian marketplace. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen.
Tracy, the blast was captured on video. At least 17 people killed and dozens wounded. Now, it's what Ukrainian officials say was a Russian missile strike on a civilian target. And it came as U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in Ukraine, and the U.S. announcing more than $1 billion in new aid.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with Ukraine's foreign minister.
Good to be in your house. Yes, well.
Blinken's trip aimed at assessing Ukraine's 3-month-old counteroffensive.
We've seen good progress in the counteroffensive. It's very heartening. We want to make sure that Ukraine has what it needs not only to succeed in the counteroffensive, but has what it needs for the long term.
After 19 months of war, no peace, only more killing, including civilians at this outdoor market today in eastern Ukraine. The aftermath shows ruined buildings and mangled cars. Also overseas, Vice President Kamala Harris meets with the President of Indonesia.
As we work to restore Myanmar's path to democracy.
She's taking part in the U.S.-ASEAN summit. The vice president is also making news for her comments about former President Donald Trump and whether those allegedly responsible for the effort to illegally overturn the 2020 presidential election and the U.S. Capitol attack must be held accountable, including Trump.
Absolutely, people should be held accountable, but under our system of law, right? Let the evidence and facts take it where it may.
And Vice President Harris lamented what she sees as attacks against democracy in the U.S.
Whether it be a woman's right to make decisions about her own body, the freedom to access the ballot box, the freedom to make decisions openly about who you love.
Also today, President Joe Biden delivers remarks on a new contract between West Coast union dock workers and shipping companies.
It's a good deal for workers, it's a good deal for companies, and it's a good deal for the United States of America.
Now, back to the vice president. Her comments about abortion have been refuted before. The pro-life Charlotte Lozier Institute earlier told us the Biden administration does not recognize the unborn child as a real human being, so they are attacking the baby's right to life. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.